Good day, grade 9 learners. How are you? Welcome to your new topic in Mathematics grade 9. Today, you're about to learn first quarter, week 3. That is all about equations transformable into quadratic equations and problems involving quadratic equations. Are you ready to learn now? Let's begin! Try to answer the following questions. First question. What is the standard quadratic equation? May you try to answer? Yes, the answer is ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. Second question, question number 2. What is the quadratic formula? May you try to answer? The quadratic formula, x equals negative b plus minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. That is the quadratic formula. Third question, what is the discriminant? Correct! Discriminant, d equals b squared minus 4ac. And my last question, what are the sum and product of the roots? May you try to answer the given question? Correct! Sum, r plus s equals negative b over a. Product, rs equals c over a. Now you are ready to your first quarter, week 3, lesson in Mathematics 9, which is entitled Equations Transformable into Quadratic Equations and Problems Involving Quadratic Equations. In this topic, we have two objectives. 1. Solve quadratic equations or solve equations transformable to quadratic equations, including rational algebraic equations. 2. Solve problems involving quadratic equations and rational algebraic equations. Let's have our first topic, equations transformable into quadratic equations. There are equations that are transformable into quadratic equations. These questions may appear complicated, but make easier when they are transformed into quadratic equations. Observe how the following non-quadratic equations are solved using the methods of solving quadratic equations. Often, a problem involving quadratic equation has one solution, while the quadratic equation itself has always two roots. If only one root will satisfy the conditions stated in the problem, the other root is discarded. This root or solution is called extraneous root. It is derived from the original equation, however, it is not a solution of the original equation. Let's have some examples. Transform the following quadratic equations in the form of ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0, then solve. Question number 1, 3/4 x squared minus 7/8 x minus 1/6 equals 0. To answer the given question, the first thing you will do is to get the LCD. You multiply all the terms by the LCD. 3/4 times 24, don't forget, 24 is the LCD. When you multiply 3/4 of x squared times 24, it becomes 18x squared. Negative 7/8x times 24, it becomes negative 21x. Negative 1/6 of 24, that is negative 4. 0 times 24 equals 0. Next, you need to factor the given 18x squared minus 21x minus 4 equals 0. The factors are the quantity of 6x plus 1 times the quantity of 3x minus 4 equals 0. Separate the two factors and then equate to 0. 6x plus 1 equals 0. It becomes 6x equals negative 1. The other one, 3x minus 4 equals 0. It becomes 3x equals 4. Now the values of x, we have negative 1/6 and x equals 4/3. The answer is now, we have negative 1/6 and 4/3. Any question? Another example, question number 2. Given 5x over 3 equals 11/6 plus 1/x. For the solution, first you need to get the LCD. The LCD of 3, 6, and x. And that is 6x. 6x divided by 3, that is 2x, times 5x, you will get 10x squared. 6x divided by 6 times 11, you will get 11x. 6x divided by x times 1, you will get 6. Then, you transfer 11x and 6 to your left side of the equation. It becomes 10x squared minus 11x minus 6 equals 0. Now, find the factors of 10x squared minus 11x minus 6. The factors are the quantity of 2x minus 3 times the quantity of 5x plus 2 equals 0. Separate the two factors and then equate to 0. 2x minus 3 equals 0 and 5x plus 2 equals 0. And then solve for x. We have 2x equals 3 and 5x equals negative 2. The value or values of x are x equals 3 over 2 and x equals negative 2 over 5. Now the answers are negative 2 over 5 and 3 over 2. Question number 3. 1 over x squared plus 4 over x equals 5. May you try to answer this one? Okay, so what will you do here? Again, you get first the LCD. The LCD between x squared and x. Again, the LCD, we have x squared. Multiply all the terms by x squared. X squared divided by x squared times 1, you will get 1. X squared divided by x times 4, you will get 4x. 5 times x squared, you will get 5x squared. Then, you transfer 1 and 4x to the right side of the equation. Factors, the 5x squared minus 4x minus 1. So the factors are the quantity of x minus 1 times the quantity of 5x plus 1 equals 0. Then solve the values of x. We have x equals 1, And then the other one, we have x equals negative 1/5. Now, the answers are negative 1/5 and 1. Any question? Did you get the correct answer? Wow, very good. Question number 4. Okay, this is the question. X raised to the 4th power minus 5x squared plus 4 equals 0. May you try to answer this question. Okay, did you get the correct answer? Let's see. X squared and u squared equals x raised to the 4th power. Now, the new equation, it becomes u squared minus 5u plus 4 equals 0. You get the factors of 4 when you add is negative 5. You will get negative 4 and negative 1. It becomes the quantity of u minus 4 times the quantity of u minus 1 equals 0. Separate the two factors and equate to 0. You will get u equals 4 and u equals 1. Don't forget u equals x squared. It becomes x squared equals 4 and x squared equals 1. Square root each side. It becomes x equals positive negative 2 and x equals positive negative 1. The solutions are negative 2, negative 1, 1, and 2, or positive negative 1 and positive negative 2. Question number 5. Given the quantity of x squared minus 3 squared minus 19 times the quantity of x squared minus 3 plus 78 equals 0. May you try to answer the given question. Let's see if you get the correct answer. The solution now, let u equals x squared minus 3 and u squared equals x squared minus 3 squared. Now the equation, it becomes u squared minus 19u plus 78 equals 0. Separate the two factors. The factors of 78, when you add is negative 19, that is negative 13 and negative 6. Separate the two factors and equate to 0. Now, the values of u, we have 13 and u equals 6. Don't forget your u, that is x squared minus 3. It becomes x squared minus 3 equals 13 and x squared minus 3 equals 6. So x squared equals 13 plus 3 and x squared equals 6 plus 3. Now, you get the square root each side of the equation. It becomes x equals positive negative 4 and x equals positive negative 3. The solutions of the quantity of x squared minus 3 squared minus 19 times the quantity of x squared minus 3 plus 78 equals 0 are positive negative 3 and positive negative 4. May you try to answer this one, the activity 1 and number 1 in your loss. Solve. X times the quantity of x minus 1 equals 90. Is that negative 10, negative 9? Or B, negative 9, 10? C, negative 10, 9? Or D, that is 9, 10? May you try to answer? What is your answer? Yes! Okay, this is the correct answer. The answer, we have negative 9, 10. So the answer is letter B. Next, may you try to answer activity 1, number 2. Find the roots of the equation, the quantity of x plus 5 squared plus the quantity of x minus 2 squared equals 37. Is that A equals negative 4, negative 1, B negative 1, 4, C negative 4, 1, or D 1, 4? May you try? Did you get the correct answer? What is your answer? Okay, what will you do here? You need to expand the x plus 5 squared and x minus 2 squared. After you expand, okay, you get the, you will get 2x squared plus 6x plus 29 equals 37. You transfer 37, it becomes 2x squared plus 6x minus 8 equals 0. Divide all the terms by 2, you will get x squared plus 3x minus 4 equals 0. You get the factors of negative 4 when you add is 3. You will get the quantity of x minus 1 times the quantity of x plus 4 equals 0. Separate the two factors and solve for x. So x equals 1 and x equals negative 4. The answer is now we have negative 4, 1. Do we have the same answer? That's letter C. The next one, activity 1, number 4. Solve the square root of 42 plus the square root of 42 plus the square root of 42 and so on. A, negative 7, B, negative 6, C, 6, D, 7. May I try to answer the given question? Let's see if we have the same answer. Let x be the given. When you square each side, it becomes x squared equals 42 plus the square root of 42 plus the square root of 42 plus the square root of 42 and so on. So if you will subtract the x squared minus x, that is equal to 42. The two factors of x squared minus x minus 42 equals 0. We have the quantity of x minus 7 and x plus 6 equals 0. X minus 7 equals 0, x plus 6 equals 0. The values are 7 and negative 6. Disregard, x equals negative 6. So the answer now, we have 7 or B. Did you get the correct answer? Very good. Our next topic is all about problems involving quadratic equations. The applications of the quadratic equations arise naturally in simple various problems. The quadratic equation has many applications in real-life situations like area, work, profit, and others. This can be solved by applying mathematics concepts and principles including quadratic equations. Here are some examples. Example number 1. A number and its reciprocal have a sum of 34 over 15. Find the smaller of these two numbers. To answer the given question, let x be the number. We have x plus 1 over x. When you add the two, a number and its reciprocal, the sum is 34 over 15. When you translate to mathematical equation or sentence, it becomes x plus 1 over x equals 34 over 15. You multiply by the LCD. The LCD, we have 15x. 15x times x, you will get 15x squared. 15x times 1 over x, you will get 15. 34 over 15 times 15x, you will get 34x. Then you transfer 34x, it becomes 15x squared minus 34x plus 15 equals 0. Now, you factor the given. The factors are 5x minus 3 and 3x minus 5. Separate the two factors and equate to 0 to solve for x. Now we have x equals 3/5 and x equals 5/3. The values of x now, we have 3/5 and 5/3. The question is find the smaller number. Therefore, the answer is 3 over 5. That is the smaller between 3/5 and 5/3. Did you get the question? Any question about this topic? If you don't have, let's proceed to the next example. Example number 2. The principal wants to place a new rectangular billboard in front of the school to inform parents and students about monthly school activities. Suppose the length of the billboard to be placed is 4 meters longer than its width, and the area is 96 square meters. What will be the width of the billboard? Let x be the width of the billboard. Then, the length now we have x plus 4. To get the area, that is length times width, the given area is 96, the length is x plus 4, and the width is x. Now you multiply, it becomes x squared plus 4x, you transfer 96 minus 96 equals 0. The factors of negative 96 when you add is 4, we have negative 8 and 12. Separate the two factors and solve for x. We have x equals 8 and x equals negative 12. Don't forget, negative 12 is an extraneous root because we don't have a negative side. The answer now, the width of the billboard is 8 meters. We have still question? If you don't have question, let's have activity 1, number 3. If the perimeter of a rectangle is 76 centimeters and its area is 360 square centimeters, find the length of the rectangle. A. 16 centimeters, B. 18 centimeters, C. 20 centimeters, or D. 24 centimeters. May you try to answer this question. What is your answer? Let's see if you're correct. P equals to quantity of L plus W, that is the perimeter of a rectangle. So the perimeter we have 76. You divide to both sides, you will get 38 equals L plus W. So for L in terms of W, you will get L equals 38 minus W. The area, we have LW equals area, or area equals the length times width. The length is 38 minus W, the width is W, and the area is 360. Now 38w minus w squared equals 360. You transfer 38w and negative w squared to your right side. It becomes 0 equals w squared minus 38w plus 360. Factors of 360 when you add is negative 38. We have negative 20 and negative 18. Therefore, it becomes the quantity of w minus 20 times the quantity of w minus 18 equals 0. Solve for w, you will get w equals 20 and w equals 18. So, the answer now for this question, if we have w equals 20, the length, it becomes 38 minus 20, that is 18. If w equals 18, it becomes L equals 38 minus 18, we have 20. So, the answer now, we have 20. So, the length is 20. Don't forget that the length is always greater than the width. So, the length of the rectangle, we have 20 centimeters. Activity 1, number 5. The length of a floor is 5 meters longer than its width. If the area of the floor is 84 square meters, find the width of the floor. A. 12 meters, B. 7 meters, C. 5 meters, or D. 3 meters. What is your answer? Let's see if we have the same answer. Okay, let x be the width of the floor, then the length now we have x plus 5. So the area, we have length times width. Your area is 84, the length is x plus 5, and the width is x. By distributive property, it becomes x squared plus 5x, and then you transfer 84 to your left side, it becomes minus 84 equals 0. Now, the factors of negative 84 when you add is 5. We have negative 7 and 12. So the factors, we have the quantity of x minus 7 times the quantity of x plus 12 equals 0. We have x minus 7 equals 0, x plus 12 equals 0. Solve for x. So the values of x, we have 7 and negative 12. There is no negative dimension, therefore x equals 7. The length of a floor is 5 meters longer than its width. If the area of the floor is 84 square meters, find the width of the floor. The answer now, we have D, 7 meters. Do you have a question? Did you get the correct answer? Very good! Okay, let's have the activity 3 of your last learning activity sheet. Solve the following problems. The product of two consecutive integers is 56. Find the integers. May you try to answer the given question. What is your answer? Let's see if we have the same answer. Let x and x plus 1 be the consecutive integers. The product, we have 56, so x times the quantity of x plus 1 equals 56. By using the distributive property of multiplication, x squared plus x equals 56, you transfer to the left side of the equation, it becomes x squared plus x minus 56 equals 0. The factors of negative 56, when you add is 1, you will get the quantity of x plus 8 times the quantity of x minus 7 equals 0. Solve for x, we have negative 8 and 7. So the answers are negative 8 and negative 7 and 7, 8. Did you get the correct answer? Very good, grade 9. Let's see if you still get the next question. Question number 2. If the reciprocal of a number is subtracted from the original number is 8/3, find the numbers. What is your answer, grade 9? Let's see if we have the same answer. Let x be the number. The reciprocal of a number subtracted from the original number, so that is x minus 1 over x, is equals 8/3. Then you get the LCD. The LCD, we have 3x. 3x times x, you will get 3x squared. 3x divided by x times 1, you will get 3. 3x divided by 3 times 8, you will get 8x. Now you transfer 8x, it becomes 3x squared minus 8x minus 3 equals 0. The factors, we have the quantity of 3x plus 1 times the quantity of x minus 3 equals 0. To solve the values of x, we have x equals negative 1/3 and x equals 3. So the numbers now we have question number 3. The length of a rectangular mathematics garden is 4 meters longer than its width. The area of the garden is 96 square meters. Find the width of the garden. Try to answer the given question. Let's see if you get the correct answer. Let x be the width of the garden. Then, the length now we have x plus 4. Area equals length times width. The given area we have 96. Length is x plus 4. And the width is x. By using the distributive property of multiplication, it becomes x squared plus 4x. You transfer 96 to the left side of the equation, it becomes minus 96 equals 0. The factors of negative 96 when you add is 4, we have negative 8 and 12. We have the two factors, and solve for x, we have x equals 8 and x equals negative 12. We are not allowed to have a negative dimension, therefore the answer we have 8 meters. Alright, we are done now with the discussion. Do you have any questions? How do you find the lesson so far? In the event there are unclear ideas, you can go back from the beginning of our lesson. If everything is good now, we can start answering the activities. Let's go! Activity 4. Let us see if you understood our lesson. In your last, we will try to answer the different activities to understand better the lesson. Let's have activity number 4. The instruction is, solve the following problems. Question number 2. In activity 4, the product of two consecutive negative integers is 30. Find the smaller integer. What is your answer? Do we have the same answer? My answer is letter A. Next one, activity 4, number 3. One number is 2 more than the other. If the product is 80, find the greater positive number. Is that A, negative 10, B, negative 8, C, 8, or D, 10? What is your answer, grade 9? Let's see if we have the same answer. The answer is letter D. Number 5. The area of a 6 meters by 4 meters rectangle is to be doubled. By what equal amount must each dimension be increased? A, 4 meters, B, 3 meters, C, 2 meters, or D, 1 meter? Let's see if we have the same answer. My answer is C, 2 meters. To see if you know already the topic, try to answer the activity number 5. Solve the following problems. Question number 1. X raised to 4th power minus 10x squared plus 9 equals 0. Next question, question number 2. The sum of two numbers is 22, and the sum of their squares is 250. Find the numbers. Question number 3. A rectangular garden plot 16 meters by 24 meters is to be bordered by a uniform width. If the area is doubled, find the width of the border. Question number 4. If the perimeter of a rectangle is 48 meters and its area is 140 square meters, find the length of the rectangle. And the last question, Mr. Galang made a bulletin board in his classroom whose board's area is 24 square feet. Suppose the length of the board is 2 feet longer than its width. Find the dimensions of the board. Let us see how will you reflect on the lesson you have studied. How are quadratic equations used in solving real-life problems and in making decisions? Don't be afraid to answer because there is no wrong answer in this reflective question. Able to learn equations transformable into quadratic equations and problems involving quadratic equations. Thank you and have a wonderful day ahead. See you next time.